This podcast contains adult language and crude humor. Listener discretion is advised.
I got a bit of a bone to pick with this warband system. I like it, don't get me wrong, it's fucking awesome. And transferring currency, awesome. I don't have to log into other tunes to get things I need. That's very nice. But why can't we do that with gold? It's a currency, is it not? Depositing it into the warband bank is fine, and it's fine to do that. I mean, it's almost as sidesteppy as mailing it, but I don't care. But it's a little inconvenient, though, to have to keep tune hopping, so why the fuck can't we just transfer that? Anyway, first world problems. It's a luxury compared to expansions in the past, but for real, what the hell, universe?
Thrall's balls! They're everywhere!
Thrall's Balls, the World of Warcraft podcast with a dirty mind and a clean behind. Hosted by Gershom, Boomy Nation, Johnnie Tips, and Wooly. Ooh, what's up, swingaz? From the TBHQ in the grizzly lands of Wisconsin, welcome to Thrall's Balls, episode 161. I'm Wooly, the king of bullshit and warlock / demon hunter combo, and here with me is Gershom, the sassy-ass pack-leading hunter. We also have the man, the myth, the beard himself, Boomy Nation, also a warlock, and of course, Johnnie Tips, proud Dark Iron warlock. We have a lot of warlocks. Hi, everybody. You know,
Hello.
My raid team has a lot of warlocks too, actually. Now I think about it.
What's up, swingers?
Yo, what you eating?
I am eating some, sorry, I shouldn't have my mic on. Fucking spice, so it's the best of both worlds. It's flaming hot Cool Ranch Doritos. Go fuck yourself if you don't think Cool Ranch Doritos are the best, but the only way they could get better is by making them flaming hot, and they're very good.
Wrong answer. Ass.
Why? Are you a nacho Dorito guy?
No, the wrong answer to what you eating. The question is always, the answer is always ass.
What if it's Cheeto flavored ass?
Slip it on that ass.
Cheeto flavored ass. All right, we have been recording 3 minutes, and there is a potential episode title.
You're
what have we been
welcome.
up to in WoW? Boomy, you first.
Holy crap, what haven't I been up to in WoW? Man, I have actually, speaking of hunters, finally leveled up my second in command, my hunter night elf. She's at 80, and now I'm working on Boomy, my horde Shami. Get him up to 75. And just enjoying that, doing a lot of stuff in SOTOR with content creation, and I've just been a busy beard in that world.
What, have you decided what, like, hero talent you're gonna make your hunter yet?
Dark Ranger?
Yeah, I'm dying to try that, honestly. Well, I'll talk later, but I'm having my own struggles with, like, the Beast Mastery pack hunter thing right now.
Well, she's all decked out in the Sylvanas gear, so... Of
course.
There's no other way.
So is Gershom. Actually, I think I mentioned this on the show. I don't see why not. I mean, I took the bra off and I took the cowl off. I took her headpiece off, but yeah.
Alrighty then. So, how about, seems like a natural segue into Gershom. What about yourself?
I love being a natural segue. That's so great. I'm still delving, dude. I'm delving every day. Yeah, so Brand's 31. I think a lot of what I'm doing is just bouncing back between the Radiant Echoes and the Delves, just getting the currency, kind of going back and forth, getting better gear. And then because I'm doing so many delves, I've been going through like the purchasables. I didn't really like any of the mogs. Like I might buy them later just for fun. But I started like upgrading my dirigible a little bit. So I got like some different things for my dirigible. But overall I'm sitting at like an 8. I feel like 9s put me in like don't bother Mamie. I'm gaming sort of space. Like, don't bother me. I'm mommy and I'm gaming. Like, because 9s get really intense. So like, I know that like Johnnie, you mentioned this last week, but I was kind of spacing out about it. But like, oh, they throw in like an extra big ass beetle boss, and like every 9 that I did, he was like the first dude. And he was like sitting on these like mine tracks where the mine carts come and run you over, and he keeps knocking you onto the tracks. And I'm like, bro, this is lame. So let me go back to an 8, and then he was gone. And I'm like, oh, that's what Johnnie was talking about. So then all I had to fight was the mine carts, which was easy because I just ran around them. But like with that big ass beetle boy like standing on top of him, I was like, oh, that sucks. So I dialed it back 1 level to an 8. Anyways, 8s are where I'm at. I feel like I don't get too sweaty. I just have a good time, and I beat them, and I get gear, which is great, except that I've been getting such better gear that like I lost my 5-piece. I had gotten my 5-piece this week, and then I got such better gear in the dells. Now I'm down to like a 2-piece again. So I had complained about this a couple weeks ago too, that I didn't understand. Like, I think I did it too fast. I'm like, yeah, let me get my tier set real fast, and that wasn't the way to go. I should have made sure I had better gear first, but you know, if it happens, it happens. The tier set for pack leader hunters is like pet damage, so it doesn't really affect my gameplay. It's just my beasts are not as like strong as they could be with the set, so that's fine. Oh shit, and then what else? Oh, I know also I had mentioned this a couple weeks ago, but like I was unsure like if we needed time walking tokens for anything ever again. Like not the bronze celebration tokens, but the actual original like time walking badges. And someone on Twitter had told me that like, yes, you do, that there's going to be new things. And so I was like, oh yeah. And you know, when you go to like the Dark Moon Fair now, there's like a classic guy and you get that hippogriff and stuff. So last week, the Burning Crusade time walking was up. And by the way, it looks like they're going to have a time walking event every week for the duration of the anniversary. I'm not sure which expansions it's going to be, like whatever. But so I'm like, okay, let me go and see like what's on with like the Shatteroth one. So like there are new mounts and new mogs at each time walking vendor. I just don't think we've hit them all yet. So like I got some cool bows. There's like some bows and some guns. Thought that was pretty cool. And there was like a mount I didn't have, so you know, whatever that was. And then speaking of bows, my vault piece this week was a fucking 616 bow, and I was rocking with like a 597 upgraded heroic, so like that felt huge. That was so cool. Like shout out again to the vault system and how they've incorporated casual players, because I love that. That was such a big jump. So, what else? I think that's pretty much it. Yeah, I got the good bow and all that stuff. Oh, and then I got my tier 2 set from the anniversary event. I finally got enough of the tokens to get that, and I guess I'll just keep nice. Farming the pieces and get them for my rogue and my warlock, because other than that, I just play hunters for like heritage armors just for fun, because I'm so familiar with hunters. But I do have my rogue and my warlock, so I want to get their costumes. Honestly, the hunter one didn't look that good, but I mean, it's tier 2. I know it's nostalgia, it's fun, so of course I had to scoop it up. It's like a once in a lifetime opportunity. So yeah, a bunch of casual shit, but that's pretty much what I did.
I mean, hunter gear is famous for being ugly.
Yeah.
Like,
It's so not fair. I know. Like all my Gershom has so many mogs where it's just like pants and like no shirt and like a weapon. Like he just sort of role plays that beach bum fucking troll vibe. He's like, well, I'm barely wearing anything. So yeah, a lot of the hunter sets don't look fantastic, but it is what it is. I still wanted to scoop it up. I mean, it's Lego, you know, you got to get it. They gave you the chance to get it. So it's like, I'm not going to get it. And then I have till January to just get the pieces slowly, you know, through whatever for my rogue and my warlock. But yeah.
hell yeah. Johnnie, do you want to go or should I?
I got a couple more time 10s this week. I've been kind of farming those. Dawnbreaker Portal is OP as heck to get the Howlfall. Just saying. It's saved me so much time just having that portal now. So if you're going to do a 10, I highly recommend doing Dawnbreaker first, because it just lets you get the Hallowfall. You don't have to do the whole, what's it called, follower dungeon trick where you go in, talk to the person, and dip out. You can just click a button and I'm there. Got my glory achievement from the raid. Leveled my prop paladin, leveling that, and farm some more raids. Pretty much, that's pretty much all I've been doing. I've been pretty light this week. Haven't had much time this week, so that's pretty much all I've been doing.
Well, rock on, sir. Well, as for me, my guild collected company, we went into, again, Nerebar Palace. We're progging now on... God, I don't pay enough attention to boss names. The second to last one, the two entity boss. Yeah, Silken Court. And we haven't quite gotten them killed yet, but we're getting there. We're getting there. We have a sub 3% pull, and that is always just demoralizing when you get that low
so
and then
bad.
wipe.
You could just use Vantage runes if you want, and then use it again next week on.
We really should have the other day, but we didn't.
Just to get it done with, so you have it done.
Yeah, I actually went and bought a bunch of augment runes just to give myself a little bit of a boost, and that wasn't making much of a difference, so I don't think it's worth the gold. It might be, it might not be, I don't know.
Just pop the old one from Dragonflight.
They don't work anymore. They hotfix that.
They hotfix it?
Yep. Used to be you could just use those, and they're like, no, you can't use the old candy. You have to use the new candy. And you're like, but the old candy's gonna go bad. And they're like, too bad. Throw away the old candy. You want those old-ass Skittles? No, you gotta use the new Skittles.
You know
Even
what?
the rune?
Wait, am I wrong?
No,
I might be wrong.
Permanent rune, like the permanent augment rune, like the one you got from the rep.
Oh, I never got that shit. Unfortunately.
I don't know if it's working. I just pop it, just make myself feel better. Placebo effect, maybe. Because if it's not working, then it's whatever. It just makes me feel like I'm doing more.
I never got that.
He's literally using old gear for like a self-esteem boost.
Yep.
You want to talk about it?
You want to talk about it, bro?
But then also, speaking of raid night, it's kind of a thing in my guild that we have just for fun a different transmog theme to do every raid night. And like, it was serendipitous because I had just gotten enough of the anniversary bronze testicles or whatever, and I had just gotten my Nemesis season 2 thing, the up-res thing, and I was so happy, and I'm thinking, all right, I guess I'm just gonna be skipping out on the transmog theme because I love this so much. And then Sid, who runs that, who is the caretaker of the transmog theme, was like, guess what, everybody, it's tier night, so whatever tier from whatever raid, wear it. So I was like, fuck yeah. And I wore it, and Easy, another guild member, showed up in another set of the same variety from season 2, and just, it was fun. It was a good
Did you
time.
guys have trouble with like people targeting you because of that?
What do you mean?
Like, because you guys looked the same. Like, did anyone get you
Oh, not
confused
the
at
same.
any point
It was,
during the raid, or?
He's a different class, so it was a different set. I worded it
Oh,
badly.
okay. So there was, so we ran into this kind of interesting years ago when I was raiding with Uno Mas, when I was playing No Tokas. Shout out to Uno Mas. I love those guys, but haven't played there in a while. But there was a moment where Adorno and Aaron Growlina were both playing fire mages, and for like some reason they were both playing Worgans, and for some odd reason they both had on like the simple black dress. And so like people were getting frustrated with them, like, okay, two lady Worgans wearing the same exact clothes, doing the same exact things, like, you guys need to like figure that out. It was kind of fun. Yeah, it was funny.
That's hilarious. But yeah, outside of that, I guess just my demon hunter. I've been doing the same thing with him, delving in and out. I'm trying to get his gear up. He is literally $5.99 right now. I just want a hard mode Zekvir kill and a Glory of the Delver achievement before the season ends. Season 2, I want to start going a lot harder on that shit. And that reminds me, I have a secret project I'm trying to work on, but I need help. I don't know fucking coding well enough. If anybody out there knows code, please hit me up. See if you can help me out. I don't have money. I can't pay you, but me love you long time kind of thing. I'm not gonna suck your dick. I'm not doing that. But please help me. Please. Yeah.
You're not gonna suck your bronze testicles?
I am not.
That's a good selling point.
Yeah, right?
Oh my god, bronze testicles. That's okay. Replacing the title.
Okay, no, you stole my final thought though. But I put it out there. I put it out there to be stolen, and now I'm upset.
I feel like bronze testicles is a safer episode title than Cheeto flavored ass.
Yeah, he's got a good point.
He might, yeah.
Or spicy Cool Ranch ass.
Oh, come on, dude.
Oh
That's
my
the
God.
best ass. That's gonna be my ass. after
Is
I
it
finish
though?
these
Because every fart would burn. Actually, no.
I just
Every
said
time
that's
you
gonna
fart,
be my
you're
ass
just
after I finish these chips, bro.
But if you like
yeah,
that,
you're fucking pepper spraying the room every fart.
muy caliente.
All right, so I did not put this in the notes, but there's something we missed now 3 or 4 weeks ago, so...
Not my fault, wasn't it?
I am restless.
Teabag time.
Did we
All
get
right,
a review?
Drastio... Not really. It was a comment that Drastio left way back on episode 158. Way back. It was like 3 episodes ago. That episode, Beautiful Sore.
Yeah.
Drastio at work listening, started clapping. Welcome new hosts. Let's go, motherfuckers. Yeah, I feel like that should definitely be read out. Thank you,
Clapping
Drastio.
at work. Sorry, they. I'm not sure. Just you. Okay, they. I'm not. I love how they were clapping at work.
I would
What
too.
were they clapping with is my question.
Cheeks.
Yeah, exactly.
Doritos,
Who's
fucking
cheeks?
flaming hot Cool Ranch Dorito cheeks, bro.
That'll flap.
Don't
And clap.
don't steal my episode title again, Willie.
What do you mean? We have one episode title per episode.
Hey, I might steal it for a title. You never know.
You know, that's
And
true.
as long as I'm reading comments, I'm assuming this one that's just a long series of letters and numbers is from Gershom. It said that took me forever as a co-host, Roly Laughy Face. But, from last episode. But also there was one who I'm just gonna call Dylan because it has somebody's full name. It said, me noticing the green behind the TB is balls. Yes,
oh,
it is, sir.
yeah, that was funny because that took me
The
a while
logo.
too. That's why I said that. That's why I said that.
Oh, I got you. It was a
know.
It's a
reply.
response. Yeah, because
Ah.
so way back in the day on one of the episodes where it was just you and me, I was like, oh yeah, that took me forever. Like I zoomed in on that and realized it was actually like a pair of balls on the square, and I thought the square was just all green. No, and I was
Yep,
like, no,
nope.
it's balls like sitting there.
It is
Yeah.
made in GIMP
Yeah, I did the same
2.
thing.
Yeah, like teabag
The,
too, because teabag, throws balls.
TB, Teabag, yeah. It's
Yeah,
made in GIMP 2, the poor man's Photoshop.
Johnny's talking about
That's what I
fucking
use.
tattoo ideas right now over here.
I never really thought about it, but the show could eventually end up important enough to me that I might want a tattoo to remember it, but I definitely can't do the logo, so what the fuck would I do? I'm not
I
getting
would
a
just get like
nutsack
2 little
tattooed
green
on.
circles on like my wrist or something. Like
Oh,
Like the
that's- what
infinity
is that?
circle.
That's actually
Yeah,
smart.
or yeah. Because Thrall's balls do go forever.
They swing back and forth. They
Forever.
Art goes
clang
hard for
like
sure.
so many Newton's cradles. Ow.
Likes to sway.
So, thank you to people who left us those comments. That's very sweet. Thank you. Also, to what I was going to say is, if you want to reach us, leave us any feedback or comments or whatever, Spotify accepts comments now, so go into your episodes or the show itself and just leave a comment, and it's dope, and we will find it. We may read it on the show, we may not, if it's like just a general kind of whatever. If whatever, we'll read it, unless we start getting like a shitload of comments, which is not likely. Yeah, we'll read it. You can give us any feedback, and we'll read it on the show, teabagging you by sending us an email. thrallsballspodcast@gmail.com, or even if you want to leave a review in our Discord, just go to thrallsballs.com and you'll find a Discord invite on our link tree by going to that URL. I really butchered the shit out of that, but whatever. Oh, and our socials, Twitter, Instagram, which I hardly use, @thrallsballspod. Yeah, I'm so good at this. All these fucking episodes, and I still can't figure out a flow to say that.
161 of them.
I haven't been on all of them, though.
That's fair.
Most of them, yeah, but not all.
I'm impressed.
I can't do it. I can't do it either. It's fine.
You should see my blooper reel.
Honestly, because part of my recording stuff involves using OBS, I end up with a bunch of video files that aren't like video files you can use to put shit up online. I mean, on YouTube. It's part of the process. By the way, guys, we're going to be trying to do a YouTube component sooner or later. But because of that, a lot of my raw, what do you want to call it? Fileage, I guess you could say. It took up so much room, I had to put like the first 152, I think, episodes on an external hard drive. Because I save that raw material.
I like it raw.
Yes. Speaking of raw, like...
raw and
okay, yeah.
Wait, what?
Are there dogs involved too?
We're good.
Peanut butter?
Raw. No. What?
Huh?
Who's putting peanut butter in Gollum's asshole?
Why me? What did I do? So my
Raw
dog
and
could leave me alone. I'm
wriggling.
like, hey, go here. There you go.
Yeah, I see.
that
All right,
got
we're all
weird.
on the same page now. Get out of here, fruit fly. What the fuck? I got a fruit fly bothering me.
You name it.
All right, let's move on to the mixed drink of the week, shall we?
Fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah. It's time for the mixed drink of the week. Fuck yeah! It's the mixed drink of the week, and before we get into it, I just want to remind everybody to please only partake of the mixed drink of the week, and please only partake of the mixed drink of the week, or any alcohol for that matter. There we go, I'm tired. If you are of legal age or legal whatever to do so. Furthermore, we're not responsible for any stupid shit that may befall you as a result of your own stupid shit. Anyway, we have been going through end bosses of raids from vanilla up to current. We have gotten now to Kael'thas, specifically from the Eye, because, we've faced Kael'thas many times. And I just gotta point out before we launch our guesses, I didn't realize just how many fucking drinks this is going to be. This is going to be a very long drink series. And I'm toying with the idea of we have a few lines on there that are about world bosses. I'm toying with the idea of getting rid of all the world boss drinks, because we are somewhere in the like 60, 65, 70 range of drinks. It's nuts.
My liver is ready.
That's really lame though, because we were originally going to do, so before Johnnie and Boomy came on, and it was just me and you for a minute, we had thought, we'll just do the very last one of each expansion, but then that's only 10. So it's like a really short season or a really long season.
Yeah. Well, we'll make it work. We'll figure something out. If it's really long, it's really long. That's what she said. Anyway, Boomy is up this week with Kael'thas. I'm gonna throw my guess out there, even though Boomy, you said something in the host chat earlier that was like, the drink is ready, I'm scared because I only drink straight, and that kind of told me that my guess is mostly wrong, but here we go. I'm guessing that it's just bourbon on the rocks with and this is the part that's weird, throwing like 3 Skittles, green ones specifically, into the drink to represent Kael'thas's balls. You know, the balls that float on his shoulder.
Why does he have green balls?
He has green balls, doesn't he?
Maybe they float around his shoulders. They don't sit
Yeah,
down
the
in his
orbs.
fucking underpants like Thrall.
I didn't say that. I said they're on his Who has testicles on their shoulder?
Yeah,
It's okay,
Anyway.
Kael'thas, you asshole. I'm so happy when we go in that goddamn dungeon. Sorry, we'll do the drink in a second. But honestly, when he does that thing where he throws you in the air, I'm always so excited that he doesn't throw my pets and I just kill command him to death. So like everyone's up in the air and they can't do shit, and I'm just like rawr, rawr, rawr. Anyways, fuck
Same.
you, Kael'thas.
Hell yeah.
Next.
Anyway,
that was
that's my
interesting though.
guess.
But-
Johnny, what'd you guess?
Johnny,
Or
wanna guess?
Gershom.
I was gonna guess a whiskey with a blue curacao and some cherries on top and a lime.
No. You got the whiskey right.
Okay, is it my turn?
Yes,
It
ma'am.
is.
Okay, it's a tall shot, so it's a double shot, mixed evenly to your taste of bourbon, Fireball, and club soda.
Ooh, what was the last one?
Club soda.
Oh my God, you're so close.
Booglies. What was it, like 7-Up or something?
No. Okay, you want to know?
Hell yeah,
Fuck
let's
yeah.
do this.
I mean, that's literally part of the thing. So, for my dear friend Kael'thas Sunstrider, the Eye. I'm gonna, dude, I come from Viking heritage, so I never do, what the fuck's a shot? That's for babies. So, I did a half shot of Fireball whiskey, a half shot of 1800 Reposado tequila,
Oh,
and 1 full shot of Crown Royal green apple.
Oh.
okay.
Daddy goes hard.
There we go. Yeah, Daddy sounds good today, too. It sounds like you're doing good over there.
And I
I
started
like
with Fireball
that.
earlier.
So you got those 3 things just mixed in a glass and you sipping it, yeah?
I took a drink. I took a test. And it's actually not horrible. I was scared because I drank everything straight up. But this was actually good. It's a dangerous combo.
I
It's
feel like
strong.
the Fireball and the apple specifically mixing together is a good call. This is just cinnamon apple.
Yeah, with the a Mexican hit mixed in.
Hell yeah.
A little spice. Yeah.
Well, while you're sipping it, it isn't so much over the lips through the gums, look out asshole, as it is, my dear asshole, be ready for this.
No, he's going to talk about it for like 20 minutes first. He's going to be like, and then the representation of why I'm going to ruin your asshole. Shut the fuck up. Dude, Kael'thas gets on my last nerves. Every time we do that dungeon also, I type like /hush at him.
Different
Tell Kael'thas
instance, but
Sunstrider, shh. Like, God, shut the fuck up.
it's a different instance, but shut up and give me your Hawkstrider, okay? Jesus.
Been there, got it.
I
have it.
got both those guys on the same day. That was my best WoW story. I've told this too many times on the pod. I'm not going to tell it again.
Johnny, do you have the White Hawkstrider?
Yes.
We all have Kael'thas's fucking chicken.
Yay!
Do you have the Ashes of Alar though?
Yes, I do.
No,
I do.
I do not, but
Okay,
I have
so-
Kael'thas's
So
chicken.
I will tell the story again. I'll give a 30-second condensed version. Was soloing one day, went to try and go get that mount, the ashes, got the ashes, was totally freaking out. Guildmate texts me and goes, hey, you want to come do some time walking with us? And I'm like, I don't know. I had a good day. Kind of feeling like calling it quits. I'm tired. He's like, come on, you're like 119. You need to be 120. So whatever that was, like Shadowlands maybe, or even before that when we were going for
Before.
120. Yeah. And
that was BFA.
that was BFA, yeah. So he's like, oh, come on, we'll do some time walking. I'm like, okay. So we get to Magister's Terrace. We pull Magister's Terrace. We go in. I hit 120 on Kael'thas and then got the Hawkstrider too.
Dude,
All
that
on the
is an
same
awesome
fucking day.
story.
It's like my best day in WoW. Like I joke around a lot about Invincible, but really that was a good one.
That's an awesome story. Also, I'm making an executive decision here. We can't call the episode Bronze Testicles. We gotta call it Kael'thas' Chicken.
Gherkin, the
Hell yeah.
gherkin chicken.
It works on many different levels.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
Anyway, that was Kael'thas Sunstrider. Next week is Archimonde from the Battle for Mount Hyjal, not to be confused with Archimonde from Tomb of Sargeras. Anyway, the Archimonde from Battle for Mount Hyjal. Gershom, you said you will do that one, right?
Yeah, I'll grab it. That sounds fine.
Sweet. She's gonna grab Archimonde's
Wait, what?
mind.
What?
I'm gonna grab his drink. And then I'm gonna
Hell
slug
yeah.
it, and then I'm gonna be like, okay, I don't know, now what?
I think, honestly, I have been in that instance exactly once the entire time I've ever played this game.
The worst so far.
The entrance is in Caverns of Time, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm kind of not into all those outside dungeons. All those Caverns of Time ones piss me off. Like, I did them to get Lore Master and Dungeon Master and stuff, but like all those ones, even like the Escape from Durnhold was weird. I thought all of those ones were kind of, I don't like those outdoor dungeons though, where like it's hard to see the map, like Zul'Farrak's like that too. I feel like a lot of those old maps were like that, but I didn't like them. Yeah.
I like
Or
it.
You
Dark
mean,
Plains, whatever.
You liked them?
I also like Vashir, so let's not talk about it.
I like the
I
shit
like
too, yeah.
I like
Oh, I
the
see
sheer
what
once
you
you
mean
get
now.
the fucking seahorse and you don't have to worry about drowning.
100, yeah.
Yo, and
So-
that was something I was gonna say about doing the dells this week. Is like I like when I have to do like an underwater one. Like there was a weekly this week, like, oh, do 2 delves in Hollowfall, and I'm like, sweet. Well, the only 2 are up are these 2 underwater ones that I hate, like the Underkeep and whatever else. And I'm like, ugh.
Oh,
So I just
no.
put them on ones because I cannot stand when you're running around losing those air bubbles, and like the whole strategy is basically like, oh, don't
Oh my
lose
god,
the
it's
air bubble.
annoying.
Like, why does it pop?
Prodigy is playing Warlock.
Yeah, being a warlock gets easy.
Yeah, or Undead.
Do you guys have like a underwater breathing spell?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, see. Nope. Troll hunter
Oh
over
my
here.
god,
Need the
I'm a
bubbles. I need the
dumbass.
bubbles.
I forgot all about that, and I have been panicking and running to the bubbles and accidentally jumping off a fucking ledge because of it.
Bro, that happened to me so many times when I first started that delve. I had quit. I rage quit. I was like, no, why do I keep fucking dying trying to get the air bubbles? This sucks.
So I wanted to start charging for that shit. I was like, I was gonna sit outside, one of them be like, hey, 1,000 gold, I'll give you underwater breathing.
How long does it
Boomy
last?
has the underwater
beginning.
breathing.
Yeah, the underwater breathing.
Takes me the
Long
entire
time,
thing.
I think.
No, but how long does the spell last? If someone
10
puts
minutes?
it on you.
Or whatever, it's like 10 minutes.
A minute. Oh, okay.
But you can always cast it again if need be.
Yeah, if you're in the delve, yeah.
Yeah, I would do that, dude. I'd be like, 1,000 gold, I'll fucking go with you. And make sure you don't die drowning, because, yeah.
That's smart.
I wouldn't die,
Booby
no.
has
I'm a
put a
warlock.
picture in the host chat. He is sipping the Kael'thas from what looks like a mason jar. Is that a mason
Yeah.
jar?
It is true.
Mason jar. Anyhow, shall we move on to the WoW news? I do believe we shall.
Let's go. There's so
There's
much.
a lot. Yeah.
Oh, so much.
Hell
Let's
yes.
do it. Yeah.
Time for WoW News. Motherfuckers.
It's the WoW news, and okay, because there's so fucking much here, cut me off when you have something to throw in, okay?
Okay.
Because I'm just gonna start going through it, but I want y'all to share your opinions. So, first and foremost, well, not foremost, but to get it out of the way, because it's not WoW, but it is Warcraft, and I think it's pretty cool. Warcraft 1 and 2 are also being remastered, sort of like how
Oh,
they
yes.
did for Warcraft 3. Reforged, you could call it. And they're bringing back the idea of the battle chest, except instead of WoW, it's Warcraft 1, 2, and 3. So cool. now that that has been established. There's some classic news, too. Vanilla Classic is launching again. They're doing some fresh realms as of November 21st. The day we're recording this is the 17th, so, like, it's just in a few days here. And the intent is for them to go all the way through the phases and even into Burning Crusade. You're going to have 3 weeks to level before Molten Core and Onyxia open up. Solid. Johnny said something and I forgot that I told people to interject. What did you say?
It's Thursday, yeah. Yep.
So, I would say that I'm going to do it, except I know damn well I won't because I don't have the time. Another facet of Classic is we were wondering, are they going to do Mist's Classic? Well, yes, they are. They're launching that autumn 2025. While Remix is still fresh in everyone's head and we're thinking about it. However, that is, like, at the very least 8-9 months out yet. Mists of Warlock Land? I don't understand.
I don't know.
Warlocks were goated during that time. Fucking, you can move while you're casting. You can toggle Fire and Brimstone. All the giant AoE talent, I think, and then there's Kael'thas Cutting and Archimonde's Fury, whatever it's called. And snapshotting's back, so you'll have Soul Burn, Soul Swap with Affliction, and Demo with the Lei Shen Trinket. We'll see if they fix that, but...
So this is the part where I mentioned that a lot of Mists I ended up not playing because my guild died at the time. But what I did play was Death Knight during that, so I don't know shit about Miss Era Warlock.
I was trying to play Fire Mage, and then I switched to Warlock at the last second during Mogishan Vaults and never looked back.
I switched to a Monk, but that's when CTR was at its peak. And I love Mists of Pandaria, and this is where my hot take is. I put it out on the interwebs and in a video. I'm actually not a fan of what they're going to do with it. I think they need to stop with the classics. Like, are we going to have two moderns going soon?
I'm with you.
I don't disagree.
I am with you. I think not disagreeing is like the best way to say that, Johnny. Like, it is a good way of stating that, because it feels like I really did think they were going to stop with Kata, and I don't understand. Like Miss is the first post-Kata expansion, right? And we've basically been in a post-Kata world longer than we were in a pre-Kata world at this time, but I don't know, I just don't. And then, like, I played Remix. Like, I'm gonna be honest, I don't play a lot of the classics. I jump into them here and there to see things and for the nostalgia, but like Remix gave me enough nostalgia. And I saw the raids, and I got things. Like, I'm not super excited to play it again, but I understand there's players out there that will. Just speaking, off the cuff, I'm probably not gonna play it.
Same.
I do it just because of all the dailies you had to do at the beginning. I'll never do that.
It was Miss of Pandalia. That expansion was why they allowed you to have 25 quests in your log. So it was 20. Yep. It had been 20 since Classic, and because of that, they moved it to like 25. And people were jumping around online calling it Miss of Pandalia.
Yep.
I do remember seeing all the blue exclamation points on the map and going, yeah, no, I'm not doing that.
But also, to be kind to the expansion, that was actually the expansion that gave me my first taste into reputation grinding because of those dailies. And I started realizing that was a thing. So like the Klaxi, the Jade Forest guys, the Shadowpan guys. And then I was like, wait, these reputations. The farm was not in Remix. I do. The farm was fun.
I know.
But it did kind of light my fire for reputation grinding, and I did end up getting like my 100. I have like 110 now or something, but like that big achievement to get 100 exalteds, that did start for me in Pandaria. So that was pretty cool. I'm not gonna say it was devoid of anything fun for me. I'm just saying it wasn't like my favorite expansion.
The legendary quest line.
That was good.
I didn't finish that. Isn't that, and that's where you meet Rathion too, right? For the
Yeah.
first time, he's like little turban man. He looks all like lame. Yeah.
Basically, he was a quest in Cataclysm, and then the Rogue quest line from Daggers. You see him there, but yeah, he made his big appearance in Bob.
That's where he and Anduin became besties.
Yeah,
And they were hanging out in a bar or some shit.
it's
And
time.
then-
Yeah.
Dropped on you.
And then he does some shit, and fast forward a few years, and Anduin punches him in the face.
Yep.
Sounds normal.
And now he's like hot Rathion though.
Rathion is not daddy, he's a literal child. I disagree with that. That is a shout
fair
out
point. That's gross.
to the end of the show of Do Not Relent, where they read all their Patreons out. And yeah.
Mitch used to be an Unomas, but I mean, I haven't been on my Unomas too, and I haven't been on Otokas in a long time, so I don't know if Mitch is still clowning around with them or not. But that was Mitch. He used to raid with us too. He's a pretty funny guy.
So one thing I'm gonna say about Mists, and there are definitely some people who are even on our Discord server whose show we may or may not have just mentioned, but I think doing a Warlords classic would be a mistake.
Yes.
Because
Do a
it was
remix,
a
do a
very
remix.
unpopular. Yeah, do a remix. It was a very
Agreed.
unpopular expansion.
It would be so much better as a remix than a classic.
It really would. And speaking of remix,
Wait, sorry, you were saying Wad? Or Jada?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
100%. Yeah. Go ahead. Sorry.
and speaking of remix, this is why I said we're talking classic. I mean, Mists for a second. If they ever do remix Mists again, I feel like they kind of missed an opportunity. Because, like, if you remember, very early on, they're like, you can raise your own little baby cloud serpent. And you're like, oh, fuck yeah. And I did that. And what they could throw into that is making the cloud serpents customizable in the same way that the Dragonflight dragons were customizable. They
That's
could very
dope.
easily and awesomely do that in a remix setting. So Blizzard,
Yeah.
try it.
Come on, Ian.
It'd be cool.
Listen. We know
Start
Ian's
out.
Make it
listening, dude.
happen.
Beard Ian.
Yes.
Beardy.
Go
Oh,
to Ian.
we forgot to
Go to
mention
Ian,
that. Oh,
yes.
no. That'll come
Yep,
up later,
he's got that
maybe.
beard going on. Wow, we are actually still talking classic stuff. Anyway, Season of Discovery, I'm going to
Nope.
mention real quick. I'm unsure where that is now, because I don't
Season
really play it.
5, I want to say, it's going into season 6, I think.
Yes.
Okay, so it's going to go into Phase 6 with AQ then.
Yeah.
All right. Then next Rammus is going to be Phase 7, and that's where they're going to cut that. But I don't know if they ever said what's going to happen after that. I think that's still... What?
There was something. I think they're doing a couple other instances too. I want to say, like, there's the whole the underground Deadwind Pass area. I think they're doing something out there.
I did hear there's some rumors of that, and they
Catacombs,
really
whatever.
should. They really should, because that's
Yeah.
been kind of like a an urban legend, if you will, within the WoW community for years of that unused area. Okay, so we have... I don't remember the exact day. Why didn't I write it down? We have an idea of when 11.0.7, that Siren's Isle thing, is coming. That is going to be coming out in December. It is currently November 17th, so that's kind of a no-shit statement. But, you know, that's coming. And that is also going to include epilogue quest lines for Dalaran and the Kirin Tor, as well as a quest line as a prologue for 11.1. And Johnnie just said in the host chat, not confirmed, but he thinks it might be December 17th. So don't quote us on that. It's not our fault if it's wrong, okay? It's Johnny's, not anyone else. Oh, I'm kidding. No, I'm kidding. So,
Statements
prologue for
provided by
11.1.
Johnny Tips do not necessarily represent those of other members of the Thrall's Balls podcast.
That's my guess. That's what it's probably going to be.
We disavow you.
You're probably closer to right than I am.
So, other things coming. and I don't remember if this is with 1107 or sometime during or not. But, well, I mean, one of these. The Winter Veil's being revamped. That's definitely during 1107.
Yes.
But Plunderstorm, fuck yes, is coming
Hell yes.
back. Hell yeah. And Turbulent Timeways, that thing where it's a new time-walking era every week or some shit.
Yeah, that's why I was saying where they were like jumping back between Classic, Burning Crusade. Now it's Classic again. I'm thinking if that's going to be the vibe, then so if they did Burning Crusade, then maybe next week will be Wrath, and then maybe they'll do another Classic. Because if you do the math, it basically lines up right to the end of the anniversary event. Them flip-flopping back and forth between Classic and then the next one, and then Classic and then the next one. That's my prediction anyway. So the calendar normally says which time walking is coming, but this one does not. I actually opened the calendar and it's like time walking dungeon event ends, time walking dungeon event begins, and I'm like, and it's not saying which one like it normally does. So they're being jerks about it, but yeah.
Yeah, I saw that too. It's beginning and ending all month.
Yeah, until the end of the event, pretty much. So I think we're gonna get a bunch of classic ones and then get a chance to go through at least each other expansion that they have time walkings for at least once.
Exactly 8 weeks from 11.05 dropping. That is my thought exactly. Nobody else's. Nobody wrote that in all caps in the host chat. Certainly not Johnnie. It was Johnnie. Johnnie did it. Johnnie
no, I totally believe you.
Anyway, this is exciting. We also have heard about 11.1 Undermined. That's hilarious. So, Undermine is the capital city of the goblins, and that is where we are going. They are calling it Undermined with a D in parentheses at the end. It's clever, but I think they're telling us more with that name.
Yes, they
than
are.
We might immediately believe. So, from what I understand, the content is partly going to center around the goblin cartels, like, interacting with each other, vying against each other, or some shit. Gallywix is there, that fat bastard. We're gonna take him out in a raid, the liberation of Undermine. That fat fuck.
Robot dinos.
You're gonna... Huh?
Robot dinos.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that.
Didn't he
it's
just
gonna be
like
fun.
yeet off at the end of Shadowlands
Yep.
though? Like, what the fuck is
did.
this?
Yes,
I mean,
he
I
was
assume
like, oh,
it's gonna
shit.
be in the story, like, haha, I'm back somehow, but
He yeeted himself back.
I guess.
Dude,
Ew, I wish he
disappeared.
hadn't. That dude has like 18 chins. He just took all his chins and created like a turbulent timeway and just came back.
Yeah.
It has
And
its
if
own
anyone-
gravitational pull. He's just like, take me to Undermine. Okay.
Duh. Undermined.
Undermine.
Undermined.
So-
Undermined.
Undermined.
Some of the screenshots they have shown, there looks to be a whole lot of void corruption going on around there. Like, parts of it look like the floor, I guess you could say, part of Nerebar Palace, the instance. So, I'm thinking some shit's going on. I think Gallywix might be a little bit void corrupted, and that's why we gotta kill that fat bastard, but also because he's a fucking
He's a
asshole.
Dreadlord. He's a Dreadlord.
Oh,
Come
God,
on now.
no. I
can
do
kill
not
him
want that to
While
be
we're
true.
drifting in our car.
I bet Remordia's
don't-
going to show up, and I think it's going to be a whole thing with Dreadlords and their plans with the Void. I think, yep, I'm hook, line, sinker.
I don't know
Also-
about that, because the
also
Dreadlords
Remordia
are
likes
from Revendreth.
Fat dudes, apparently. Does Remordia like fat guys? 'Cause she's like,
Oh,
No,
God,
no,
I
no,
hope
no.
so. I have an in.
There's Denathrius.
I was gonna do my my Remordia voice, but I won't.
Remordia.
Gross.
not?
After we kill Gallywix, we cannot cremate him. We just can't. The whole
No.
place will smell
They
like
like pork
bacon.
rinds.
Yeah.
Anyways, So that is coming, and people might assume correctly that cartels will have renown attached to them. Never fear. Ian said in an interview, I don't remember which one, that player power is absolutely not tied to them. Think of it more like the spider people in, that you ally yourself with in, fuck, what's that place? Ajkahet? Yeah. I've done barely anything with any of those fuckers, and I've missed out on nothing. So think of it like that. We're getting this cool-ass mount. D-R-I-V-E, they call it. I'm just saying drive. We're gonna go Tokyo drifting around Undermine. And that is literal, because they said that you'll be able to drift the mount. It's customizable not just in appearance, but in stats. Like, do you want more acceleration? Do you want more top speed? Do you want, but it's just all kinds of cool shit. I'm looking forward to that.
It's Mario Kart, but wow.
It's Super Jailer Racing. Stole that from DNR, sorry.
We are making so many references to DNR today. It's Wowio Kart. Ow, that is hard to say.
Wowio Kart?
Wowio Kart.
I was gonna say vroom vroom. I was just like vroom vroom. Because that's how Paul Walker made me feel back in the Fast and Furious movies. Okay, there you go.
Do we know how fast it's gonna be?
Yeah, 3 to 5 times normal movement speed, and then it's gonna go up to 10%, possibly higher if you optimize the Dragonfly on the ground.
Are they?
So it's gonna be super fast.
Are they gonna be able to fly though? And if you're running around on the ground, are you gonna be able to do like weird speed bursts and things like? Yes. So they're taking the dragon flying abilities or talents, if you will, to a ground mount, basically.
Yeah, they don't have a drone system.
They can't fly, so you're just doing that on the ground.
My understanding is we're not going to be able to fly and Undermine at all.
So this is giving you that speed. So everyone's like, oh, you can't fly. That sucks. You're still slow. But you basically get a dragon riding mount.
On the ground.
On the ground mount.
Now, they did say that there is no rostrum for customizing it, and I wonder how that's going to work if we're just going to, like, mount up and then click on the mount, because I have never once heard of anybody working on their car while sitting in the car, unless you're putting in a radio or something. What do you mean, like the didgeridoo, the dirigible? That's a rostrum thing.
Like the delve mount.
Well, yeah, but that goes on the rostrum, too.
You still have to go to the rostrum and fix it, though.
Really?
Yeah.
Yep. I haven't done
I know,
much with it because
I bought a bunch of delve pieces, like I mentioned earlier in my What Did I Do in WoW. I bought a bunch of those delve pieces, and just to use them, I had to go to the rostrum and pick that mount and then mess with it. Yeah. I'm
not a big fan of the didgeridoo-rigible. It's because, like,
You listen, it has a green flag.
I
said that like a month ago. No, I said that a month ago to him, and he's like, "You know what? You're right. It does have a green flag."
The green flag won me over. Except I'm still not a big fan.
I want it to be like a horde flag or something. Is that even an option?
Yeah.
Oh,
I don't think so.
Yeah.
So, in addition to that, of course, there is dungeon stuff happening. There is a new dungeon, Operation Floodgate. It's important to point out that it is not a mega dungeon. People may have been expecting that in a 0.1 patch. In fact, I forget which dev in which interview, but one of them came out and said, well, we feel like we were getting a little too formulaic where people were starting dungeon every 0.1 patch, and we don't want to do that. So then just a normal dungeon, Operation Floodgate. That said, the Season 2 Mythic Plus pool is getting a refresh, which, duh, every season should. And one of the dungeons that's going to be in there is Operation Mechagon Workshop specifically, so half of Mega Dungeon. So, yeah. And also what's going to be in that is Theater of Pain, fuck Shadowlands, the Motherlode from BFA, because, come on, goblins, how can you not? Priory of Sacred Flame, the Rookery, Dark Flame Craft, and Cinderbrew Meadery.
Operation Mechagon.
Yeah,
honestly,
I said that one.
Workshop.
Fuck Shadowlands, but Theater of Pain was one of my favorites. I thought it was really easy. I felt like it was a big DPS check. I don't know. I like that one. So, not that I do Mythic Plus, but I remember doing those in Shadowlands on like my heroics, and I think I ran some baby mythics with Uno Mas back then, but Theater of Pain was fine for me, so.
Honestly, with delves coming in, I have done the least amount of dungeons that I've ever done in an expansion where I've been actively playing.
I only do the weekly one unless it's like one that I don't want to do. So like the ones that I hate, like I hate the fucking Dawnbreaker. I don't like flying on through the things, and it bugs me, so I like don't do that one. But not to interrupt you, and I don't know if you were going to mention this, but we're getting 2 new delves too.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's actually a great segue into what I was going to be talking about. So yeah, 2
Go
new
for it, my
delves.
bad.
And no, you're good. And new variants of the ones we have. I actually kind of like how if you go into Fungal Folly one day, it might be entirely different the next day. I quite enjoy that. And what I'm not crazy about, but I get why they're doing it, is Bran is still going to be the Delve Companion. They had said early on that the Delve Companion was going to change every season. And apparently the idea was scrapped because of technical limitations. I don't know what the hell that would be a limitation of. Probably because some of the curios are like specific to him and the mechanics and shit, but I don't know. But anyway, there's going to be a new companion each expansion. So we've got Bran through the rest of the War Within. And may I just say, they are doing his character a massive disservice by making him so fucking annoying. He is way
his
too
AI though, but
good
listen,
of a
are you gonna
character.
miss his voice? Like, help is on the way, champion! Like,
Let's go, no. champion!
Come on, you know you love hearing
No,
it.
I'm
You know
not.
you love hearing him say champion a lot. I do. I've actually fallen in love with Bran. I think his AI sucks. He still sucks. He still throws potions in the worst places. Or like, especially as a hunter, I'll be like 100 yards back and he'll just drop the potions like right in melee range. And I'm like, oh, I still have to run up there and get in the AoE area that I was trying to avoid to go get the potions. So like, yeah, he's kind of a shitter sometimes the way he runs, but I mean, champion!
Yesterday, he threw one in a puddle of poison, and
Right,
my
yeah.
my health was low, so I went to get it. He's like, "Don't stand there! Shut up! Then don't throw the potion there."
I
Dickhead.
don't know. He does that to me all the time. He's like, I think I said that once. He like threw all my potions across the cliff and across the chasm, and so then I died. And he's like, "It can't end like this, champion." And I'm like, "Oh, can it? Can it though?" Do you
Yeah, he's
though?
an
Because
ass.
you're the reason I just fucking died, you asshole. Love Bran though. Oh my, still love Bran. I don't know why he pisses me off so bad, but I love him so much.
I feel like instead of Bran, because he's got so much tragedy in his backstory, they should have went with somebody who's already a little goofier. They should have gone with, he's still a dwarf, fucking Hemet Nessingwary.
That would
have been
funny.
great.
That would have been cool.
Have you guys ever done the delve where I don't know why, but for some reason it's like a hallucination and your
Yeah, where
whole
you get
goal
high
is to
on
help
shrooms.
the pink elephant, the pink Alec.
Yeah.
He's
No.
like,
did
yeah,
that
you have to
yesterday.
go
Oh, yes.
revenge me. They killed all my brothers and sisters, and it's so sad. There's all these like baby pink Alecs like laying around on tops of the mushrooms and stuff. And so then Bran, for some reason, he has the form of Magni, and Magni's running around with you, but it's Bran. He's doing all the Bran stuff, but it's Magni. And then the pink Alec is like, "Oh, that's great. You killed everyone. You're the best. Now come to the treasure room and I will reveal my true form." And I'm like, you motherfucker, if you're a void piece of shit, if you're like an old god fish thing, I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna get so mad. And so you go to the end and he's like, "Thanks, champion." And he puts Bran back in his Bran form. And he's like, "Oh, that's cool." And then the pink elephant wanders off and he's like, "What? I'm a pink Alec. What did you think was gonna happen?"
Yeah.
You guys ever do that one?
Yes, I did. I did that
Dying.
yesterday.
Oh my god, it was so funny.
I fucking love it. You're basically high on shrooms, just Anakin
Yes, that's what it
Skywalkering the
is. You
entire
have to like
cave.
sniff the mushroom before you go in, and then you're high. It's the best.
And it's diamond magni too, not
yes,
like skin
it's
and
big ass
bones
white
magni.
old magnet. Yep.
Speaking of Bran though, forgot to mention, he will also be able to tank in delves. That said, that's meant for healers. So I have a feeling he's going to be squishier than people would like. And then people are going to be like, how the fuck is this tanking? He's dying constantly. So I feel like he's going to come out undertuned and going to need some work.
So if you're a healer, can you heal Magni? Like, say he's already with you in the delve, like priest run delves now. So like, can you?
I don't know.
Yeah,
He's a
I
friendly
don't know.
unit, right?
I keep him on healing mode because I'm, my entire world
That's
is a
what I
DPS
do.
check. Just get them to 0 while you keep your health up, and he helps you very well with that. So I'm just like, I can just pump damage all the fucking day. Just keep me alive. Like, he's constantly on healer mode for me.
Yeah, because my gear is still a little on the low side with my Demon Hunter, I keep swapping back and forth between Havoc and Vengeance because the Vengeance survivability is fucking crazy. I love it. But even with that, like, I feel like Bran is most useful as a healer because his damage is garbage.
Yeah, agreed.
Anyways, as far as delves go, there's also going to be a new Zekvir style big boy delve boss. I had been hoping we would hear more about that, but we didn't. I'm looking forward to more news about that. Are we going to get another Let Me Solo Him achievement, or are they going to call it something different? I'll be disappointed if it's a different name of the achievement. I kind of want that to be like the ahead of the curve kind of thing. I already mentioned there's the new raid, Liberation of Undermine. That fat-ass Gallywix is the final boss. What's cool for arena players, and I'm not one of them, I have not been watching the AWC, which, by the way, the final whatever's Grand Championships are this weekend, like, as we're recording, I think. So I don't know who's playing, I don't know who's winning. So, sorry, PvPers, I'm doing you dirty here. I forgot to put that in the notes. Anyway, you're getting an Undermine-inspired arena map. So that sounds neat. I might do arena just a little bit to check out that map, see what it's like. But cool. We did get an update to the roadmap. So 11.1 is late winter / early spring, no specific day. Updates to warbands will be coming then too, apparently. Maybe some new backgrounds. That'd be nice. Maybe we can fucking transfer our gold. Fuckers. Midnight is set to be revealed summer 2025. I was surprised we heard that today, because I hadn't even been thinking, oh, when are we going to hear more about Midnight? Because I'm still in War Within's sort of new mode, you know?
But they did say they were going to come
I just
faster.
recently got the hang of Dornegal, like, this week. I don't know what happened. It finally clicked, but that city was tearing me apart on so many levels where to find stuff, and I finally got the hang of it, but it took a long time. And then all the extra stuff there is to do, too. Like, as a casual player, I'm like, wow, I could get online and do anything I want. But
I said it many episodes ago. Orient yourself in Dornegal by the crotch.
Yes.
That's right. You did mention that
crotch.
Dornegal has a crotch. That's true.
And 11.1.5 is coming out in the spring, which included something that was had Horrific Visions Revisited. I'm actually kind of excited about that, because that's like delves before we had delves, kind of. I wonder how that's going to go, though, without having Twilight Devastation, because, let's be real, Twilight Dev was the best corruption to have. So, looking ahead at the road, so the expansions are going to follow like a 0.1, 0.1.5, 0.1.7, 0.2 kind of cadence from now on, and I think that's kind of a good formula to follow. One thing we have not mentioned yet. Player housing. What do you guys think?
What the what?
Ugh.
Yes.
Let's go.
Give it the daddy.
Okay.
Deep.
I thought you were upset about it for a second. I was like, what? Why would you be upset about that?
No, I'm not upset, but I want to hear what you guys have to say for sure.
Uh-oh.
I am fucking stoked for it. Holly
Fuck yeah.
Longdale said in an interview with the Daily Star, maybe this will help form our discussion on it, housing is going to be a journey for the next couple of decades. It's going to stick around and live with us. It's your house. It's your home. So we're really committed and dedicated to it, and we've built an entire team around it. And they did clarify that they did not want another garrison situation where all you do is sit there.
Right. So it's everyone's major fear is the garrison thing. Yeah.
And they even said that they never meant garrisons to instance. Then what the fuck did you mean it to be?
It had to have been a test for player housing.
Yeah, like a beta
I was
test.
thinking that too. I was thinking that when I saw the stuff about player housing, I was like, because do you guys remember that originally there were rumors that you were going to be able to have your garrison in other places?
They said that at BlizzCon. That was an official thing.
Yeah, you could have your garrison in like different zones in Draenor, and then that never patched in. They never made it happen. Yeah,
that's kind of like when
only to hearken to the beta testing concept. Yeah.
That's kind of like when that Predator fuckface Alex Afraziosby said, I don't remember how to say his fucking name, when he said at BlizzCon when they were talking about BFA that the giant gun in Ishara was going to be fired before the end of the expansion. No, it wasn't, and it didn't.
I don't want to hear about Alex Afrasiabi or his giant gun.
He's a
and I do believe we called him Alex Assface for simplicity reasons.
Do believe so. Mm-hmm. But I mean, it's just my point is that they'll say something at announcement, and then sometimes there's nothing propping the statement up other than the desire to do it. And I think that might have been the case with garrisons too.
They're not promises. So what do you guys think? Okay, so my opening joke about this is that it's coming during midnight, right? I believe.
Yes, we forgot to say that.
That's the goal. That's that they're trying to release this during midnight. And I'm thinking, I can just go hide in a house because midnight might be scary. So that's cool. You have a house to go hide in. Like, what if it's being a purge and your house ends up being the perfect place? And by the way, my real life apartment is a great purge sanctuary. So Wooly knows this because he's been to my apartment, but it's like in the basement and it doesn't have windows in the front of the building at all. So like if you come up to the front of my building and you charge up the stairs, you bust open the door and you're like, yeah, let's go get to all the apartments. My shit is in the basement and it's like way in the back. Like you have to go way down this back door. I shouldn't even be saying that because if there is a real purge, you can find my apartment.
One way in,
I know.
One way out.
I was just thinking, if they make player housing during midnight, then, maybe if like the Kael'thas 3.0 comes and takes a shit in Sunwell 2.0, then I can just go hide in my house, I guess.
Yeah, and what's interesting is it's really good that Holly mentioned that they intend it for to be a long-term thing, not just a midnight feature.
I do love that.
And that combined with the video they put out, which by the way is so charming and so cozy. Go watch it.
I just about shit my pants when I saw that video.
It was like a...
Are you talking about the one where he like slams the mug, like the hero walks into the house and everything?
Like his house is definitely like... Not to have the association with sex, ignore this, but like Goldshire kind of themed. And Midnight is largely going to be centered around Silvermoon. So if she had not said that and the video showed that sort of human style architecture, the speculation would have been really annoying. And I'm glad to avoid that. But what stuck with me though about that video, I don't know if it was I think it was Anixia's head was on the wall. So that tells me we're going to be able to decorate shit however we want.
Well, I think that's going to be like if you have that kill. So there's going to be achievements for kills for like, I think like what I've heard in the past before is that like you could have like a bookshelf with all the books that you've ever read. So like all those like those achievements way back in like classic and TBC where you can go around and read all the books, like you'll have those on a shelf in your house. Like I read these, you know. So I mean, this idea is nice. One of the things I'm concerned about is cost, and that's only because I saw rumors of like a house in Stormwind costing like 1 million gold, and I don't think that's relatable. Also, I don't know, like hot take, but maybe this will end up on the store too. Like just for people who don't have in-game gold or don't play a lot but still want to do that thing, and they want to spend RL money to make themselves, you know, in Azeroth. Like maybe they like to roleplay but they don't play a lot. They don't do a lot of things that earn them gold. Maybe they literally just log on to WoW to roleplay. We all know people who do that, who don't really play the game but enjoy role-playing, and I think it's probably going to end up on the shop pieces and things you could buy and just make a house for yourself. I don't think it's a bad idea. I think it's gonna be fun.
Yeah, I think I'd actually be okay with that, honestly, if they did.
And you're not a big
way.
store guy. I know.
No,
I was
I
wondering
am
your
not.
opinion on that, but yeah.
Yeah. So, the other shit. What was I gonna? Oh yes, one thing I hope for with player housing, and this is too easy of a thing that to think of that people might want for, so I hope they do it, is that a certain number of types of your battle pets, like maybe you can have 1 or 2 of them just kind of living in your house, like Mischief, the little fell kitten that I nicknamed my daughter after. That would be fucking dope. That would be fucking awesome.
I thought that was almost guaranteed, honestly.
I hope so. I fucking hope so. What do you guys really want to see out of player housing, though? Gershom, you sort of said the bookshelf thing, right?
Yeah, and I mean, I can't really think of anything else. I think, like, I'm just gonna have to see how it develops. Like, I mean, if Johnnie or Boomy wants to weigh in on, like, what they're really hoping for it. I'm not a big, like, housing person. I think it'd be fun. I'll see what I get out of it. I feel like a lot of houses are gonna be developed, you know, through achievements. So it's probably gonna be like, oh, your house, like, has all these options. I think one of the biggest things I'm hoping for is like a portal to like a main city, obviously, maybe, or like a portal, like I don't know how you would, like, I want to be able to go and see other friends' houses. And I don't know how they're going to do that, because those houses are not going to exist in the open world. They're obviously going to exist in their own separate instance. But like, how would you get to, like, if I want to go visit your house, Johnnie, like, how would I get there? Like, we have to be in a party, and maybe then there's a portal. And you'll probably have to buy that, like buy a portal to your friend's house or whatever. It allows you to transport to a party member's house or something. So like, I know there's going to be ways to go to each other's houses. I'm just not sure how they're going to do it. But that's a list for me, is I would like to go to other friends' houses.
I have 2 takes on it. I have one side where either take every major capital city and make that like a mini zone that you can have your house at. You can choose which one it's at. So if I want to go be, let's say, Silver Moon, and I want my house in Silver Moon, I can choose Silver Moon as a portal to go to like a neighborhood of homes.
Right.
And similarly to Final Fantasy 14, but instead of having to buy the plot, you just, you just pick which zone you want to be in, and you just have it where you get pre-assigned to whatever neighborhood you end up in once you pick your zone or your capital city base, right? And then you can either have it where there's a clustered group area, and then there's a portal to go to your actual house, but then have a communal area that everyone shares for each of the capital cities. And then the house, you could do it like Wildstar or like ESO. There's a lot of different options they have for the actual house portion. But I think all of the utility stuff should be in the common area that everyone sees and interacts with in whatever major city that you're hosting your house out of. Let's say Silvermoon or whatever. Fill in the blank.
So it's like a rental agency for your apartment. Or like, yeah, like in the area. I get it. That's neat. I like that.
You have your own plot of land, like it when you actually go through the portal. Like it would be like a standalone instance, whatever, for the house, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or phase
Just
it like
phase the
elves,
shit out of
right?
it.
Like elves.
Yeah,
That's how
I
it
feel
is
like
in-
it would be. What?
I was gonna say that's how it is in SOTOR. Your personal player housing's instanced, and I'm gonna be doing a video about that as to what we might expect in World of Warcraft.
Hell
So you can
yeah.
invite people over, have parties. You have a guild personal player ship housing.
Boomy Nation on YouTube. Everybody.
Did Boomy just tell me that I could have Moonfall in my own apartment for once? Or
Yes.
Moonguard, whatever it's called? Yes.
Yes, you can.
That's you and your beard are totally invited.
Fuck yeah.
So, one thing I hope they avoid, and I'm a little surprised I'm saying this because as much as I trash on it, I have to acknowledge that Final Fantasy XIV has done MMOs in a fantastic way. Even though I don't play it much, just everything I've seen seems like they've kind of nailed it. That said, I think it would be a mistake to do housing in the same way that FF14 does it, in that you have to buy the plot, because that's how you end up with people fucking camping a plot.
Nobody
Right?
wants that.
No, please do not do that, Blizzard. And I've heard enough drama stories from Preach Gaming about that to know that that would be a mistake.
Yeah.
Well, I know in oh, I'm sorry, Johnny.
I was just gonna say, like, you know, like there's the neighborhoods in Final Fantasy 14. Like, have that one of those be the common area that you zone into, and then you have various portals in like subsections around the neighborhood that go to you, like based on what type of house that you want for
Do you
that
think
zone.
that? Do you guys think that we'll ever be able to buy like more than one house?
Maybe.
I think we'll be
I
able
don't
to
know.
extend it.
Oh yeah, I
I think
agree.
it'd be
Yeah,
cool to have
100%.
like portals to like if you had like houses in different areas.
So you can have hoes in different area codes.
I got 2 phones, one for my wifey, one for my hoes. Sorry.
Hell yeah. I think another mistake that they could end up easily making, but I think this is even less likely. If I'm remembering the game right, Star Wars Galaxies had a sort of thing where you sort of ended up with like player created towns, like just building up little houses in the middle of fucking nowhere. And I think that would be a mistake too, because that's how you end up with Elwyn Forest being gone and it's just houses. Or Westfall being West Milwaukee Fall. Yeah.
Damn. He said Troy, Milwaukee. Goddamn.
Boomy is typing. Did we lose you again, buddy? Oh no.
Oh no, no.
Oh,
No, here.
okay. Well, what is, if you had one big hope for player housing, what would it be? Guild crest on the door? Fucking dinosaur bed sheets? What is it?
I just want it to be something that is big enough for me to put like our achievements, what we've gotten, whether it be mounts. Like in SOTOR, you have like, depending on what type, I'll show it in a video that I'm going to do probably this week. Like if you have a hangar bay or whatnot, you can put out all the mounts that you've gotten on display as trophies. So I would love to see something like that, which is what we all kind of thought garrisons might have been, or it could have been a good testing bed for that. But I hope it's like a place where, like in Star Wars The Old Republic, you can invite your friends over, have a personal invite to come into your player housing. You can have group events. I would love it for the player housing to be something like that, but I don't want it to be as isolating as garrisons were. So I don't think you should be able to have any of your crafting stuff there. You should still be able to go to your major cities and all that jazz. But I like creamed my pants when they announced this. So
You know what, though? It's really funny. I think that, like, a lot of what you achieve in WoW does still feel very individual. And I think this is going to be a nice way, like, depending on how they allow people to, like, come into our player housing or how we can go to other people's or whatever. Like, you know, for now, there's like a thing like my favorite transmogs or my favorite mounts, like summon random favorite mount. Okay, like there's an area where you can display certain achievements. There's an area where you can maybe even have like a closet. Like, these are my 10 favorite mogs that I've ever made, and they don't have to be tier sets. They can be things that you made, you know, that people can browse and be like, oh, that looks pretty neat. Like, I don't know, like, I'm probably tripping on like how far they could take this, but like once the bug is bitten, like it's definitely bitten. It sounds very exciting. Or like you said, Boomy, like Swatter has like the stable outside. Like, okay, right now you can summon a random favorite mount. So just go out to the stable and have 10 favorite mounts that you're really proud of. Like if you have Invincible, like me, or you have a Nixian Drake, like me, or you have the Horseman's mount, like Bully, not like me,
and me.
Or if you have Kael'thas's chicken, like all four of us,
and Ashes of Alar on the same fucking day. Yeah, actually,
hey,
no, the bitches can sit right next to each other. But yeah, you know what I mean. You get what I'm saying.
I would love to walk out to like a little stable and see my Zulian tiger just calmly padding around.
Oh, he hit it with the Swift Zulian tiger. Oh man!
And I'm going to use this to segue forward because we are massively over time here. I would also like to be able to see like mechanical mounts, like the didgeridoo or the Hateforged Blazecycle be able to park out front. Now that said, the Hateforged Blazecycle, somehow Mountain Dew's website has it listed as sold out. One, how the fuck can that be the case? It's a digital item. How the fuck? You don't run out of a digital item. That just isn't a thing.
Yeah.
Two, this is the bigger bullshit part. There was never any indication that it was going to be limited. Never once. Some people don't even like Mountain Dew, and they bought it specifically for the rewards, and now they can't get it. The legality of this seems fucked up. Like, it's dubious at best. There's no indication of it coming back. Apparently, this happened with a FF14 Mountain Dew promo as well. They had this, like, Mountain Zoo mount, whatever the fuck that was, that sold out, so to speak. Scummy shit, Mountain Dew. Get it together. And I'm just gonna go through the rest of the news here. Speaking of Mountain Dew, they had some kind of weird ass promotion in game where you go to meet the Mountain Dude. I don't know, some NPC or player made or somebody controlling a player. I don't know, but there was some sweet rewards apparently, which were not detailed, and I didn't check any of this out and didn't find any details because I was mad about the Blazecycle thing. Do you guys know what the so-called rewards were at all?
No idea.
Okay. Well, moving on from that, fuck you, Mountain Dew. I'm still gonna... You know what? Maybe I'm gonna start drinking Mellow Yellow. How about that? I'm not gonna drink Mellow Yellow. It's not as good. Mythic Queen Ansurek has been nerfed. I don't raid Mythic, so this does not apply to me. I'm not sure if any of the four of us do. I know Gershom doesn't. Johnnie, do you?
What?
Do you raid Mythic?
Nope. I do Heroic, I do Mythic Plus.
Do you do Mythic, Boomy?
No.
I can't imagine you'd have time between the content and family life and all that. But yeah. Ansurek's been nerfed. See the link in the show notes if you want to know how. I just think that reading out individual tweaks like that is a little tedious, especially when I don't know the Mythic fight in the slightest, and I haven't honestly seen her since normal, and we've been re-clearing Heroic for a while now that I don't remember much about the fight other than the cool green donut that you need to hop over. Moving forward, there's been this series of novellas put out from Blizzard called Heartlands. It centers around Jaina and Thrall trying to rally the Horde and the Alliance at the beginning of the War Within. So there's 5 sections to it: Summit at Borealis, Echoes of the Past, Bloodlines, Marin's Choice, and the Battle of Goshek Farm. I'm pretty sure Goshek Farm is like, that's in the fucking orc starting area, isn't it?
That's like in the Barrens, yeah. It's like a little bit outside of the crossroads.
Oh yeah. Is that near where Mancrick's wife was getting it from the postman or something?
No, it wasn't that storyline. There was like another one where there's some like orcs who are like they betray somehow. I can't remember it anymore, but there's like some bad orcs in that area.
Ugh.
Yeah, it's like, and there's like a void temple on like a mountain there in the crossroads. I don't know if anyone remembers this, but like back before you could fly, It was really hard to find a path up to the top. But there was like some warlocky, nasty void activity going on like right outside that area. So that might make sense.
Huh.
Yeah.
This last part of news is really cool, I think. And it's something collectible, and it's kind of why I want to get it. But there are 20th anniversary music vinyl records that you can pre-order now. There was a 20th anniversary concert played after the Warcraft Direct that I have to confess I was not there for. I was working during the Direct completely anyway, so a lot of the actual information I've gone over here with you guys is I wasn't able to watch the Direct, and I forgot to afterward. Anyway, you can pre-order vinyl recordings of the music they played at that concert. Now, I don't believe it was recorded at that concert, because it said that they were recorded such and such place in Switzerland, and the records themselves have really cool colorations to them. Like they're swirly orange, like a blue and green kind of looking thing. It's just the kind of fucking thing that you can't really do justice by talking about. You have to see it. I kind of want these things. I don't have a record player though, but I can get one. They have them at Walmart now because they're making a comeback. It's true. $90.
I know we're... Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Nope, go ahead.
I was gonna say, I know we're like massively over time, but did anyone have like a heartfelt opinion about, did you watch the symphony? Because I did.
I loved it.
I have actually always wanted to go to one of those because they come through every now and then to the big cities. Like they'll be like, oh, the Zelda music or the Final Fantasy music. And I actually saw one for a while several years ago and couldn't go. But like this one that was in Switzerland, I was crying, dog. When that girl came up and started singing the Invincible song, I lost my shit. I was posting about it on Twitter, Hunter Gershom, but yeah, that shit was wild. Sorry, I know we're massively over time, but I'm just saying, like, to watch that, if you have a chance to watch that, just be like Switzerland concert, WoW music, and like you'll see it. But it was insane. It's about an hour long. They do like basically all the big songs in the game, but the finale is Invincible. And like, also just speaking as like a theater / band kid growing up, and my kids are theater kids now and they sing in choir and stuff. It was just so cool to show them that and be like, look at what happens when like a whole ensemble of people make this beautiful music and this woman is up here singing, and it was great. It was a learning opportunity. It was beautiful. It was art. It was so amazing. So if you haven't watched it, just dude, check out. Even if you don't like the music and stuff that much, it was so beautiful. It was just a human moment. Like, it was so good.
It's amazing.
Hell yeah. Plus, I'm glad they have put these recordings on vinyl rather than just keeping them digital or even putting them on fucking CDs.
That's dope.
I don't want to sound like a hipster douchebag, but vinyl audio quality is like the warmest, richest you can get, in my personal opinion.
I agree.
Just saying.
Yep.
Anyway, that is $90 American for 4 records. And if you ask me, that is a good price for it. Like, I think I would pay that much for it if I could really swing it. Which right now I can't, but whatevs. Anyway, we've come to the part in the show where it's time for us to leave, but do you guys have any final thoughts? Gershom, final thought?
Okay, put me on the spot. I need air bubbles or I need bronze testicles. I don't know. Can any warlocks help me with that?
I'll help you out.
Okay. That sounds
With
good.
the testicles or the air bubbles?
I
Yes.
love you, Boomy.
Love you.
Boomy, what's your final thought?
I am stupidly excited about everything that's coming, and my beard is hard and stiff.
Oh.
Don't you have products for that? Isn't that supposed to be a thing that doesn't happen?
I do make products for that, shush.
Beard oil, beard butter, that shit is just... You think it wouldn't do much? It makes a huge difference.
I literally
Really
make
does.
all that stuff.
Johnny Tips, what's your final thought?
I think Midnight's coming out in January 2026 or February, like BC did. That's my prediction. I'm sticking with it.
Hell yeah. My final thought is I really, really, really want Blizzard to put out some sort of leaderboard of some kind for delves. Data for Azeroth lets you see who in the world got Glory of the Delver first, which is nice. But I want Blizzard to put out something like who killed hard mode Zekvir first, that kind of thing. Just please, Blizz.
That would be
Please.
pretty cool.
It would. So we're gonna go ahead and get on out of here. Go ahead and follow us in the social places. I am at Wooly08, 2 O's, 2 L's, and a Y on Twitter, Instagram, and just for fun, I have been starting to use my Blue Sky again. Been connecting with folks on there too. It's fun. Gershom is at Hunter Gershom, Gershom on Twitter. Boomy is at Boomy Nation, all one word, nation like nation, and Boomy like Boomy on Twitter, YouTube, and just whatever other socials he got. Johnny Tips is Johnny.tips, JOHNNIE.tips with a P on Discord, and at Johnny.tips on Instagram. CRAIIIG is at CRAIIIG Addict on Twitter, and by the way, that gentleman is our actual fifth co-host. He's an actual co-host, but he's got a stupidly busy life, so more often than not, he will not be able to join us for episodes, but when he can, he will. But he is at CRAIIG Addict on Twitter, CRAIG Addict. And then, of course, the show is at Thrall's Balls Pod on Twitter. There is an Instagram, haven't used it in a while, and a Blue Sky to come, but I am kind of lazy, I guess. Yeah, you can email us with any feedback or questions. Go to thrallsballspodcast@gmail.com for that. And if you want to leave us a review or any other kind of feedback, go ahead and send a review. I lost my spot on my screen, sorry. Anyway, thrallsballs.com, go find our link tree. Discord link is in there, but otherwise there's a Discord link at the bottom of the show notes, so you can find it there. Sorry, I fucked up, and now the music is done. Anyway, bye, we love you, be good. CRAIIG! Damn you, CRAIIG!